What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley, and today, guys, we're reacting to I No Longer Care for Sports by Ice Cream Sandwich, one of my favorite animators in all of the YouTubes. Such a funny guy, rooster human hybrid. We don't know. He's an animator. He could be a sentient, I don't know, bird. I have no idea. That being said, guys, make sure you subscribe down below for more reactions and comment. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see reactions to. Also, we're going to start live streaming on Twitch reactions, so if you guys want to hang out and just chill and watch stuff together, it is twitch.tv/talktowesley, and it's linked in the description. That being said, let's check out these hands. Because we got boxing gloves. Literal footage of me and my buddy who taught me how to box, but I'm in blue. Why my nose flat like this?
If you're anything like me, you don't like sports. I go get the ball. You just threw it, you go get it. I feel like if I was better at sports, I'd like them more, but I am
That's
not
fair.
good at sports.
I feel like that's kind of how I am with FPS games. Like, I'm just not very good, and it's very, especially with Battle Royale, if you suck, you just, like, spend 20 minutes, find one person, then get your ass clapped, you know? It's not fun.
Sports. If you're to look at my history with
But
sports,
if you're good,
you'll see
it's
that
great.
My performance, it is bad. Yo, catch! I don't really like watching sports either, but I do understand there's a little crossover with what constitutes as a good time. Snacks, hanging with the boys, balls. I can see the appeal. It's just not my thing. For me, personally, I do other stuff for fun. Ooh, ice.
This looks cool. I am a sports fan. Actually, no, this looks infuriating. Woo! I would be so pissed by now.
Give it a good stir. I did it. He likes it. You want a sip? You want a taste? You like it? You like it? Oh, yeah? Yeah? You want it? You want it? Okay. The other thing I like to do for fun is learn things online indiscriminately. Well, there's no easy way to say this, so. I am sponsored by Skillshare.
Oh,
Skillshare is an online
make your money.
Millions
That's really funny. I actually do too, though. I do indiscriminately like.
It's great. Skillshare cost selection that will be sponsoring this half court. My parents signed me up through the local
Do you guys do that too, though? I just, like, learn random stuff that I'll never really meaningfully ever need to use from a utilitarian standpoint. But, like, there's the fullness of time. Maybe a situation will arise where I can drop some super niche knowledge, and my friends might think, like, wow, that Wesley kid, he sure knows a lot about random subjects. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I really don't. I just happen to read a Reddit thread, and I'm repeating a comment as if it's my own thought, and it's not original. But I get to feel smart, but I'm not smart because I'm just repeating verbatim something that somebody else wrote that was upvoted, and I know nothing. I don't know the validity of it whatsoever.
Yay. And every practice session was everybody just throwing basketballs at the hoop for like an hour, and I was really not good at it. In fact, the entire time I played basketball, I never made a single shot, except for one time. We were playing some game against a much better team who continuously scored on us. I hardly ever got the ball because everybody knew that I could not handle that. But in this game, I was in a really advantageous position, and someone tossed the ball to me, and there was my shot, wide open, and I took it. And I made it! I was so happy for my first score. And then we lost the game. I have made no significant difference on the outcome. And then I got a medal. I do not know how that works out. But it was fun.
The
I got
90s!
so much dopamine in that moment that it seared a memory into my brain. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I'll always remember that moment. I don't know.
It's kind of funny because, like, I played in 90s, which was peak participation medal time period. And, like, I was an okay athlete. We won some things, whatever. But you would think I was the damn, like, Olympic champion or the next, like, hyped prospect going off of how many trophies I had in my damn room. But they were not for winning anything. The majority of them, they were like, you were in the league. You played Little League Baseball. Good job, champ. Here's a trophy. I'm like, damn, this is sick. And the crazy thing was you got these trophies that were like this big for participating. And if you actually won the league or you actually won the tournament at the end, you got like a medal that was like this big. Like this big. And I was like, what lesson is this teaching? The medal for winning's this big. for participating, it's this big. It made no sense. If anything, it should have been the other way around.
How I feel about giving kids medals for losing.
Oh, hey.
I don't know if it's really good for mental development, but it does feel good. After a certain amount of time, I stopped playing basketball and started playing baseball instead. At this point, I was a little older, and I had marginally improved on my hand-eye coordination.
There we go.
So I could take baseball a little bit more seriously. And this time, I was on a team with my friends, which was awesome. It made playing the game way more fun. There was a snack bar at the place that we played games at, so we could always go and get
that was
Big
so
League
much fun.
Chew. And this is not interesting at all, but the nostalgia I get while looking at this product is palpable. It's potent. It's pungent.
Same.
Big League Chew is so good. Actually, hold on. Amazon. Big League Chew. Is. I can get a pack of 5 for $8.
Do they exclusively sell it
bucket?
at like baseball games, at kids' baseball games at the snack park? Because I've never seen Big Chew anywhere else. Granted, I've never looked for it, but like, what a weird business model, if so, right?
But yeah, baseball, I was also very bad at this game. I might have been older.
Sunflower
I might have had
seeds.
better hand-eye coordination, but I was still bad at throwing, pitching, hitting. You could just generalize it and say that I was bad at the whole game. And you'd be right.
Oh.
I remember playing this one game where the ball landed right next to me. All I needed to do was pick up the ball and toss it. But while I was trying to pick it up, I wasn't looking at my hands. I was looking at the runner, just rounding the bases. And I kept missing while I was picking it up. So I was just looking at the dude taking all the bases while I was crouching over looking like a dumb idiot. And then I looked down and saw that I was missing it, picked it up and tossed it. But the runner got a home run by the time I threw it. Guess who was mad at me for that one? The whole team. If that doesn't sound that bad, trust me when I say it looked way worse if you watched it play out. Whew, tough inning. I'm gonna go get some more Big League Chew. I'm out of the old chew. All right. I was bad, and everybody knew it, including me. They even yelled at me to not throw the ball when I got it because it usually meant someone was going to get another base, if not an entire home run, because I would just miss all of the time. Except
That's
for there was one time when I shut everybody up. We were playing a game, and we needed one more out to win. I was shortstop at the time, which is right here, and the ball was hit right to me. I picked it up and
Pause. If he was bad, why is he playing shortstop? That's where the... What? That's where the majority of, like, hits go. If he was okay, Ice Cream Sandwich either is exaggerating how bad he is, or your coach was awful. Well, you would never put your weakest player at shortstop, ever. Especially if they're bad at throwing. The shortstop gets the most grounders. They have to throw to... I don't even know that much about baseball, and I know that.
Everybody was telling me, don't.
I'm not good.
We'll get him out on the next hit. But I didn't listen.
This is like knowledge from...
seeped into my brain. I was
16 years ago.
I got the out. The whole team was shocked, including myself. And it was the complete opposite of the basketball game because that throw won the game for us.
Hey.
I mean, it wasn't a really impressive throw, but when you take the worst player of the game and you get an out, it's a little bit cool. Everybody was freaking out. And everybody did that thing where they came up to me and they hit me in the head because they were like, good job. I don't
that always feels good.
Sports where they just hit you and spank you. But it is a form of endearment, so it felt very good to be congratulated. That was the coolest play in baseball that I've ever made, and I'll always remember it, because all my other memories of playing baseball were really embarrassing. So I guess I get why people like sports. It's exciting when things go good. It's just that things don't go good for me a lot when it comes to that. This is kind of irrelevant, but I was thinking about when I was playing baseball. I remember this time.
I feel like it's the same thing, right? As playing games or whatever. It's fun because, you know, there's the possibility of risk. So when you are able to win or do well, it makes you, it feels all the sweeter, right? Because you had the option to fail dramatically. And that's what happens every time I play an FPS Battle Royale.
Yeah, there was this kid that we were playing against who was pitching, and he had been hitting every person that went up to bat. And then I went up to bat, and I could see that he was really upset. And then he threw the ball and he hit me. And I was like, hey, I don't have to walk. He can pitch again. I didn't think that hurt at all. And then the ref was like, nope, you have to go. And I was like, okay. And I walked to first base, and I saw them crying. I just felt really bad because I know what it's like to suck. I hope that kid's doing okay today. If by some random chance of luck that you're out there watching this right now, just know that you're not alone. It's okay to suck. I suck every day. And then, after a certain amount of time, baseball was done. And then I moved on to track and field, which was really fun because it's easy. You have to do one thing. run. I like track and field because I considered myself at the time to be pretty quick.
I am speed.
I definitely wasn't the fastest.
Blue light
I
Sonic.
still prided myself on my ability to run. There's no missing the ball on the ground or throwing a ball at a hoop. It's just run. And that I could do. Nothing really interesting happened.
I think
when
that's
played
so
track and field,
boring.
just because it is very simple. Look at him run. Yeah, that one's fast. But it was one of the sports I did. There was one day that I became really dehydrated that all I could see was white.
Hey, does it seem really bright out here to you guys?
But that's less about the sport, more about me being dehydrated. I'm surprised I'm alive.
I'm always impressed by people who run track just because, like, to me, the mental willpower to be able to run like that is so crazy. And to train like that especially, I can't do it. I think it's so boring. I think running or just cardio work in general, if you're not, like, doing a sport, is awful. It's so boring. Like, soccer, there's just as much running, let's say, as, like, a mile or a 2-mile run. But you're playing with the ball. There's tons of things to engage you, right? Man. Runners are a different breed. Runners are so insanely mentally tuned into me. I respect it.
Anyway, and then I tried cross-country skiing, but that
Whoa!
was the worst. Because
Niche.
despite everybody's best efforts, I couldn't do it. Every practice after school, we would go out to ski, everybody would be shimmying around, and then there would be me, shuffling in
You had
place
a cross-country
for hours.
skiing team? What bougie-ass high school did you go to? Frigid and bougie.
You got this, Andy. Yes, thank you. I don't know what wasn't clicking, but I couldn't do it. After about a month, I ended up quitting. Breaking up with your girlfriend? That's hard. Beating pogo stuck? It's really hard. Cross-country skiing? It's impossible. Sometimes I played golf, but never in a serious kind of way. There was one time when I tried to play golf with a bunch of friends, and it did not go well at all. It wasn't supposed to go well because we were just like, yeah, it's golf. We'll just hit it around, and if we don't get the ball, whatever. But the way golf courses work is that they want to very efficiently have everybody moving along from one hole to the next, so there's not a lot of people waiting because a bunch of goofballs want to have a good time. So they took me and another friend, and they paired us up with some random people that we just didn't know. They were really nice, and they were like, it's your first time golfing? And we're like, oh, yeah, I mean, we've golfed before, but we don't, we're not too good. And we proceeded to hit every shot into the rough, and they were being really nice and saying, oh, it's okay, you can try again. And eventually they just stopped talking to us because we were so bad. It kind of ruined the vibe. It was really embarrassing to be that bad. But in the end, we met up with our other friends that already finished the course, and we got a couple golf carts and then just raced around in them, which is not allowed. I think it made it worth it. That was a good memory.
I didn't understand golf, and then I realized it was like half people it's basically beer pong for responsible adults. It's just instead of like tossing the ball in the cup, you're hitting it with a club. Because these guys, they just go to the course and get smittied. They get smashed. They just drink all day, drive golf carts around. It's like the only time you can drive golf carts around, like while you're legally over the limit to drive, and you just hit balls at things and yell at your friends. Seriously, it's like beer pong for CEOs. Seriously.
So I've had my fill.
Just mimosa mollies.
My thing. Totally understand why people like it, but I draw a cartoon, not to play sport. Artists don't want to move. They just want to sit and draw.
Just remove their wrists and their fingers.
That's on playing sports, but watching them, you don't have to be good. You can just watch it, right? Not for me. Oh my God, the amount of things that people have to remember. I'm amazed at people's ability to just know who's who, the rules, how well they've been performing. How do you keep up with all of that information? Oh, Billy Bobby Jimmy Johnny got 3 kickies into the goal just last round. He's been doing pretty good this season. What? Who is this guy? And then they changed teams. They were just like swapping them around. That's so much data. I forgot what I ate for breakfast. Or if I even ate breakfast. Oh, it's just way too much. I don't really watch sports or go out to games. I do like going to the stadium sometimes.
That's fun.
The food is yummy. You can just sit in the sun and enjoy a hot dog. It's like a comfortable thing.
It's a lot of money, though,
game,
if you don't care about the game.
Take me out of the ball game. More like, take me home and stop at Five Guys on the way. I'm hungry. So in the end, sports...
Oh, Five Guys sounds so good right now.
Thank you for watching.
What? I love ice cream sandwich. That was so funny. It's interesting too, right? Like, I totally get why some people don't like sports. I totally get why some people don't like gaming. But I think it's really funny how there's so many people who enjoy both hobbies who get like vehemently pissed off at the other group for not liking their hobbies. Like people who love sports, they hear someone doesn't like it and they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You only like video games, you loser? And then there'll be somebody who's like, what, you like sports? You Neanderthal? You don't like games? It's all I like. And I'm like, dude, people like different things. Who cares? No one gives each other crap if you like woodworking or like ceramics. No, there's not like some pissing contest with that. I just don't get it. That being said, guys, do what you like. Thank you for watching. My name is Wesley. Subscribe down below for more reactions and comment. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see reactions to. Whether they're from Ice Cream Sandwich, whether they're from anybody all over the YouTube. Also, like I said, we're going to start live streaming the reactions. Twitch.tv/TalkToWesley. It's also linked in the description down below. Hope we'll see you there. And have a beautiful day, guys. We're probably going to start live streaming on Friday. So take care of yourself. I'm Wesley, and I'm